Here's your daily Spurs news, opinions, headlines, and me, Harry Scarfe, football content creator, YouTuber, football writer. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you, Chris. As always, for these opportunities, let's get straight into it. Thomas Frank has spoken about Destiny Doggy and Jed Spence, his two fullbacks, saying I'm privileged to have four fullbacks. They're performing at a very high level. Destiny offers his left foot as a left back, so his onsetting more natural for him. Him and Jed are a bit similar, having that physicality and ability to go at all times. Destiny's left foot is important, but Jed with his right is equally important. Thomas Frank spoke about Lucas Berg by saying, I think he had a good season last season. It laid the foundation for the season. He's going from strength to strength, and he has that extra confidence. He has so much energy where we have to tell him not to run in certain moments. More of the deep runs and arriving in higher positions are key. He's learning to be more and more clever in pressure. We need his enthusiasm. Frank spoke about club captain Christian Romero, saying I rate him super highly. I think he's one of the best centre-backs in the world. It helps when you won a World Cup in Europa League, etc. The best perform week in, week out. I definitely see him more mature player and person. Not that he hasn't been that before. He's aggressive when he needs to be, cool and composed when he needs to be. I think he is a great character. He loves his football. He's like a boy sometimes with his love for the game. When he trains and plays, he has that focus, which is super important. He's a great character. Frank was asked whether he looks at the league table or not after games. Frank said, April, let's put it that way. I've looked a couple of times when trying to focus on us and our performance. It's so easy to get drawn into something you can't control. The fans can dream and hope. I do. But I have to stay focused and do what I can to make sure we win games next. So let's get into those headlines then. So, yeah, Frank's saying about four fullbacks. I see it as we have three top fullbacks in Doggy, Porro and Spence, who you'd feel confident whoever plays. But I know what he means in terms of, Spencer. I think Spence needs real credit here. Spencer's done so well at left back that we got to the point saying, what's his best position? Should a Doggy come back in? That's total credit to Spence, because we forget he was only stepping in there as a needs must be kind of emergency situation. There's only one kind of moment stands out to me which suggests that Spence is better at right back. I remember I think it was against Bayern Munich in pre-season. He got himself in trouble, lost the ball, and we can see the goal. And for me, that comes from where it's not his natural side. He's not left-footed. He's playing at the left back. As a Doggy doesn't make that mistake. Sorry, and I prefer Spence. If I'm honest with you, I love the two. But Spence, I prefer overall as a fullback, but a left back, I think that should be secondary position. But if we focus on right back side, then that means Spence and Porro. That's so strong. But I'd argue, I like Davis, but I think he's past his sell by date. But Frank, I think, speaks well about everything else. We shouldn't get too drawn into the league table, but it's all about fans streaming. Speaks well about Bergvall. We're very impressed with him. Romero as well. Full credit to him, and full credit to Frank for getting him on side, making him captain, getting to sign a new deal. Because remember, those who said if Postecoglou goes, the players will walk out, including Romero. That just didn't happen. As much as I did like Ant, that was a bit of a false narrative pushed down our throats. That's your daily Spurs news, opinions, headlines. Me, Harry Scarfe, you're up to date. Please follow me at Harry Scarfe 22 across all socials. Also have my YouTube channel, Harry Scarfe. Please subscribe and come on, you Spurs.